Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is gingerbread by Barissimo. It's from Aldi's and it's very tasty. It's one of their seasonal flavors, of course, for Christmas time. So I got a few extra boxes of the coffees that I liked, the seasonal coffees. So it won't be enough for the whole year, except for maybe the chocolate raspberry. I did buy a few extra boxes of that because I like it. And I like Aldi's coffee. It's really good. Even their German coffee. They have medium roast and dark roast, and it's what my mom buys all the time, of course. So, and we all love her coffee. So, anyway, that's the flavor I'm having today. I'm going to have that with some Italian sweet cream, and I just bought the Great Value brand, and it's really good. My daughter kind of turned me on to that flavor. So I'm all out of chocolate creamer. I could make my own. I have enough half and half and sweetened condensed milk left. But I think I'm just going to leave that plain, maybe add some vanilla, because that combination makes a beautiful, beautiful froth. So, but I'm not doing that this morning. I'll do that. I had the sweetened condensed milk frozen, so I'm going to let that thaw and then I'll make a new batch. So it's really good for that. If you want a great frothing creamer, give that a try. And I did half and half when I made it the last time. So today we're going to have a high of 60 degrees. Yay, but it's going to be raining, so I won't be doing anything outside. But I do need to get out there and do a few things, cleaning up after my dogs. So my contractor came yesterday, and we had a nice conversation, and he's into prepping and all that, so we talked for quite a while. He's a really nice guy. I like him. So I haven't gotten a price yet. He always sends me a written estimate. So we'll see. I mean, it has to be fixed. The basement bathroom that sprung the leak and had to have the wall torn out. So it has to be fixed eventually. And then I was thinking, I have the extra room down there that was a bedroom at one point when my ex-husband and his kids lived here. And then I turned it into an exercise room, and now it's just full of stuff. So I'm thinking about making that a storage room, and then potentially making the rest of the basement more into an entertainment center. I don't know, we'll see. It's nice to have options. So I made this coffee too full. Usually it's too empty, but this time it's too full, and I know it's going to be really hot. So cheers. Oh, it's good. So this is one of my favorite little Christmas coffee mugs. This, and I have a Santa Claus one that says Joy. They're my favorites. But those are the only two that I still have out, and I'll be using those until New Year's, sometime after New Year's. And then they'll go back in the cabinet where they live all year, and I'll bring them out at Christmas time. So anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do today yet. Probably clean up my bar area in the laundry room from when I had Christmas Eve. that's in need of some redoing because I have all my liquor bottles out there. You would think I was a big drinker with all the liquor I have around. I mean, my ex-husband, he used to like to make himself a drink every once in a while. He liked to go out to the bar and stuff, but I mean, it's not like he was a drunk or a drinker or anything like that. But he liked once in a while when we were going to be going out on date night or something, he'd make us a drink, and so I have all that liquor left over, and yeah, it's fine. I drag it out on holidays because it doesn't go bad. So little by little it gets used up. So, all right. Well, I will meet you over there at the budget book. And I dropped my little clicky thing. This little thing that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. So, anyway, I will meet you at the budget book. Okay, here we are back at the budget book. So yesterday I didn't go anywhere and I didn't spend any money. So I get a nice green check mark. Now for those of you that are new here, this is how I track my daily spending, and it's discretionary spending. And by discretionary spending, I mean anything like if I go and buy myself a cup of coffee, which, I rarely do. I usually make my coffee at home, but once in a while I'll get myself a McDonald's coffee if I'm out and about, or I'll take myself out to lunch to maybe Burger King and have an Impossible Whopper, which I rarely do. I'm not a big fan of fast food, but once in a while, you just you're hungry and it's like, okay, I haven't had that in a long time. So, and since I'm vegetarian, that sort of limits my options as to a lot of the burger places and things. When I ate meat, I was a pescatarian for a while, so I used to eat, McDonald's fish fillets. I liked those. I thought they were really good. And before that, I ate meat. I've been a vegetarian for, a dozen years or so. So anyway, it includes everything that's discretionary, and even groceries, because I can choose. I have a prepper stash, so I can choose to either use my prepper stash or go and grocery shop every week. And it depends on, my circumstances, how much money I need for the week or the month or whatever. So anything like that goes on this budget sheet. It doesn't include my bills. It doesn't include medications that I need or the dogs need. It does include the dog food because I give my dogs treats 2 or 3 times a day. It's not a constant thing, but we have our routine. So depending on, what I buy for them, I can buy them a lot of treats and stock them up or use the treats I already have. So lots of discretionary spending goes on this sheet. So even if I buy a postage stamp, it'll go on this sheet. My bills go on another sheet. I do have a budget book video that, if you have an interest in how I budget my money, because I am considered low income. But I've learned over the years to stretch my money as much as possible. And I have, different tricks that I use. Like if I do buy a bigger item, I buy it same as cash. I've used my emergency fund and my retirement fund to do house repairs rather than, take out a loan. I haven't done that. And with the windows that I need replaced, I'm replacing 3 at a time. So, I do a lot of robbing Peter to pay Paul, but it gets it done, and I'm trying to live within my means and not rack up a bunch of debt. I did a pay down a year or so ago and became debt free. So, but then I did buy a generator that I've been doing same as cash, and that'll be paid off in January. So everything else is pretty much paid for. So that's how I've been keeping a handle on my spending and what I spend money on. I do a lot of, I think about what I want to buy and what I want to spend. I don't just do a ton of impulse buying. Now, that's not to say I don't go to Dollar Tree and go crazy once in a while, because it's fun. A lot of people like to do that. And I can't do too much damage there. So, but, I don't shop stores, department stores and high-end stores. I can't afford to shop at places like that. But I find a lot of really good bargains at Mark's or at Aldi's in their, what do they call it, their Isle of Shame or whatever, where they have nice things. And Aldi's has quality things too. So I've learned where to shop and when to shop, and it allows me to get the things that I want, not just things that I need. So anyway, that's how I manage my finances, how I do my shopping. I'm very mindful of what I do buy. Most of the time I have a plan for whatever it is I buy. And then I set things up the way I think they should go, and that doesn't always work out. So sometimes you have to make adjustments, It's like, okay, I bought this chair or table or whatever the item is, but it's not quite working out the way I thought it was, or it would. So, I might move that somewhere else, and then I have to get a different item. So I do that once in a while, because sometimes you don't know if something is going to work out until you live with it or try it out. An item sometimes is like a relationship, until you're in it and use it and see how it goes. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So that's how I spend my money, how I plan my money. I have a Christmas fund now that I started this past year, and I'm going to continue that like as long as I possibly can, that I put $100 in every month. And it was just great this year. There was no pressure to go out and, rack up a big bill on Christmas gifts. So I try to use what I have unless it's something that I don't like anymore. And in that case, I'll put it in the donation box and it goes to donation. And I have donated a lot of things because sometimes we just get tired of what we have, or we don't like it anymore. It doesn't serve our purpose. So those things I donate, and I don't have any regrets about anything that I've gotten rid of. Sometimes my kids will ask me, "Mom, do you have this or do you have that?" We have a joke. It's Mom Mart. And, if I have it, I give it to them, unless it's something that I use all the time. But even then, sometimes I'll just give it to them. So anyway, that's how I manage my finances, and however you manage yours is, up to you. So we shouldn't judge each other on how we spend our money because, it comes down to it's your business. How you spend your money is your business. If it gives you pleasure to collect tchotchkes of a certain kind, and and that's what gives you pleasure, then that's what you should do. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. I mean, a lot of you already know this information, but I've gotten new subscribers, and I just wanted to mention how I managed to stretch my budget. So, all right, I'm going to sit and think about what it is I want to do today because I don't know yet. All right, I'll be back. Well, I redid my table a little different. So I always have this little Lazy Susan with the doily. I think it looks cozy. I keep my tripod over here because, a lot of times I vlog from my kitchen table because I spend most of my day here in the kitchen or in the living room in my recliner chair. So I just wanted to show you what I did here. I always had supplements that I kept on the table, and I didn't like the way it looked. So what I ended up doing, I've had this coffee pot forever, and also this container, this canister. They go together. They came in a set that I had gotten from Walmart a long time ago. I had a whole set of dishes that I gave my my ex-husband's daughter when she got her own place when I was decluttering. So, but what I did was I put my supplements in these two containers, and it looks so much better. Over here I keep my microphone and just a few incidental things that I use when I'm sitting here at the kitchen table. But I just wanted to show you that, and if you have containers that are empty and your medications fit inside of them, things that you leave out, you might want to think about using them just to stash your medications or your supplements or whatever it is you use every day. So this little thing always had a notepad, really pretty notepad in it. And I put the notepad away, and now I use it to, if I get a bill that comes in, I just use it. It's perfect for having a bill. So I just leave my bills there till I get around to paying them. And it makes my kitchen table look a lot neater. So, and then somebody was asking me about my coffee bar. One of you was missing the little blue gnome that used to live right here. But I have this guy that has a coffee mug. I've had him for a long time. I had him on one of my shelves. And I just wanted to cover up some of the syrups that I keep back there. So I stuck him up there, and then my little blue gnome, he's living here in this wooden bowl with some teas and hot apple cider. So he's still around, he just has a different spot. Now these I'm going to put away till next Christmas, and then I won't have to rebuy those. I'm going to put those in the food stash. I'll put them in a shoebox or something and, wrap them up so they stay fresh. And so that if I do get another mouse, they don't get in it because they love the sweets. So those will be for next year. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that the gnomes are alive and well at the coffee bar. I like this little coffee bar. It makes me happy. And then I'm going to change these out with the seasons. So now I have the red berries. I like having red berries as decor for the winter time because it's not just Christmassy like a poinsettia. So I prefer just decorating with berries as opposed to poinsettias. So I just wanted to share that with you, and yep, He's my little coffee gnome. I have a little girl that goes with him too, but she's on the other shelf. So, all right. The puppies are having a nap. And I still have my little lights on. I turn those on all day. They make me happy. And this makes me happy too. It's always a little bit sad when you put your Christmas things away. But what I'm going to do this year is make notes. And then as 2025 goes on, I'm going to make notes as to what I want to do for Christmas next year. What worked, what didn't work, what I could do easier, because I'm just trying to make things easy. So these pillows will stay here till springtime. And the blankets will get put away, the red blankets. I bring those out for Christmas. But, so anyway, celebrate every moment that you can, because life is short. All right, well, this is what I want to replace, and I just got the replacement cabinet just now. So it's neat, but I don't like the way all this stuff is. You know, it just doesn't look good to me. And over here, you know, I have different things for recording my videos and stuff. So I'd like to put it all in a little cabinet. So that's what I ordered. And so I'm going to use this somewhere else. And then I'm going to put the cabinet right here. And I hope it's not too big. I mean, I measured, but sometimes when things arrive, you know, it's bigger or smaller than what you think. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and make this area look a little neater. All right, well, I got this put in here and it's just perfect. I can store all those things in here. The height is good. So yeah, I'm very happy with this purchase. So I'm going to go ahead and put all the things away. And so one is good to go. All right, this little desk is going to be going up into my grandson's room. He can work from home, so he can put his computer up there. And so that will have a new home. I took everything off of here and I put it in these drawers. And I'm really liking the way this looks. So what I want to do, this is not a swivel rocker, or not rocker, recliner. But you can buy, I don't even know what you would call it, a conversion kit, I guess, to make it into a swivel recliner. So I have plans to do that. So I haven't ordered that yet, but I will. I want to take care of the other stuff first so I don't have too many projects going at once. But yeah, I really, really am happy with the way this turned out. And then over here, this, my plans for this is to put it over there in this corner and get rid of this mess. So that way this area won't look so cluttered and congested. So, but this is like my office area. So there's lots of decorative functions, and also, you know, my printer is here, my computers. So I need to put these magazines and things in the drawers yet. But yeah, I'm very happy with this new cabinet, and it looks much neater. So the rest of this I'll work on maybe tomorrow. But for now, I like it. What's up, guys? Was there somebody outside? Was there somebody outside? And you have to let me know? Yes, it's you that always has to let me know. Hee hee. You too. All right, they do not like the camera. Right, Lizzie? All right. Can I have a paw? No, that's your mouth. Paw. Can you high five? Lizzie, high five? No, you don't want to? How about a paw? Oh, thank you. Good job. Good job. Okay, well, I'm very, very happy with that little cabinet. I'm rearranging the living room a little bit. The ottomans that I have are falling apart, and so I'm waiting for those to come. Those will come like the first week of January, and that way I can stick all my extra blankets, all my extra pillows inside the ottomans, and it'll be much nicer than having things out and about. So the living room is coming together, and just trying to make it easier to clean. And so far, so good. I love that little rechargeable vacuum cleaner that I bought. I bought it on Amazon, maybe a month ago. And I love that little thing. It just works great. It works great on the carpet, works great on the hardwood. It's a Kenmore. It's a little white Kenmore, and it's got the detachable handheld vacuum that you can use too. So I'm doing sections of my living room at a time to redecorate a little bit and make more storage in there, because everything in there now I pretty much use. You know, I've gotten rid of so much stuff already from the living room that I've pretty much downsized that. The dining room I've downsized. The kitchen is sort of ongoing, you know, as I go through the year. I usually like to declutter my kitchen once a year. I like to declutter my clothing once a year. And as time passes, you know, I figure out what I do and don't use. So for me, that's the best way to declutter, because then I don't have any regrets. So what else am I waiting for? I'm waiting for a corner, little corner. It's got shelving and a little cabinet down below for the living room. So that'll take care of a little bit more stuff, but actually a couple of the drawers in that little cabinet that I just got are empty. So, but you know, I'll keep my old magazines in there. I don't keep a lot of magazines anymore, but there's certain ones. Recipe magazines, I have a few. Gardening magazines, I have a few of those. So, but usually if I have a magazine, I'll read it and get rid of it. So yeah, I'm really happy with my living room redo. And I've been redoing my living room now for quite a while, a couple years anyway. Because the dogs, you know, they ruined a couple of the chairs, they ruined my old sofas, which I loved, but yeah, they were stinky and trashy, so those went in the garbage. So, and I just buy cheap couches, and then every few years I throw them out and get a new one, get another cheap new one. And now I'm to the point where I just have chairs and a love seat. I don't want a big sofa in there anymore. All the furniture that I'm buying is light enough that I can move it if I want to clean under it or rearrange the room. It's all lighter. And the ottomans that I'm buying, they come with legs, but I'm going to put them on casters instead so that I can move those around too. And that will make my life easier. So the little cabinet, I put those little moving sliders, I guess that's what you call them, underneath it so that I can move that back and forth easily to clean underneath it. And yeah, I'm really happy with the way things are turning out. And sometimes you just got to spend some money and, to make things comfortable for yourself. So I'm not buying heavy furniture anymore. I don't care, I'll buy the less expensive stuff, and, when it falls apart, I'll just get rid of it. But it'll serve me for a number of years before I do that, because I'm not getting any younger. So anyway, not much else going on. I think I'm going to call it a day, and I'll continue to work on that office area. Everything else is pretty much the way I like it, but the office area needs some work. I've been working on that, and I've switched things around a couple times, and I'm going to continue to do that until I reach a level where, yes, this is working and this is what I like. So I think this coming up year, I'm going to make my own Doge. Get rid of a lot of waste and overspending on whatever it is. So, especially on produce, buying a lot of produce and then having it in the fridge and going, oh, now I have to do something with this lettuce or broccoli. I mean, I'll still continue to buy some lettuce because once in a while I do like a salad, but, buying big containers of it and then I have to deal with it. I want to downsize on some of those things. And then I think I'm going to go more towards just frozen veggies, frozen fruits. I don't mind eating those. I don't always have to have organic and fresh. So anyway, that is my plan, and going into the new year, I'm going to continue to work on my freezer stash, start cooking a lot of that food down, getting the basement put back together, the bathroom down there where the wall's knocked out. I need to put that back together. So that'll be my projects for this winter. And then, of course, when spring comes along, I'm going to continue with my gardening. I got my garden all set up last fall the way I want it for the spring, so I don't have to do a lot of that stuff come springtime other than amending the soil and planting some vegetables. And even with the vegetables, I'm only going to plant those things that I know I'll eat and that I know will grow. I'm not going to plant a lot of things like, melons and squashes. I'll plant zucchini and maybe yellow squash, but, butternut squash and spaghetti squash and all that, I'm not going to plant that stuff, even though I do have the seeds for those things. I have a lot of seeds. So, yeah, those are going to be my plans for the spring, and also to cut back on the things that I buy as far as flowers. I will buy flowers, but I'm only going to buy, I think I'll buy marigolds maybe, and zinnias, and probably a few impatiens. Oh, begonias. Begonias do real well back there. The impatiens, they just get kind of really leggy anymore. So, but I will plant some of those in the deck boxes. And then I'm looking forward to getting the new deck in the spring because mine has holes in it and it's a hazard. So, all right, my friends, those are some of my plans. Let me know in the comments below what some of your plans are for next year. I'm really curious to know. So that's all I have for you today, my friends. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.